Rati Ravanachari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Right. Loose it. Right. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Diraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 29, Talks between Narada and King Prachini Balihi. So, Shloka number 10. It's there on the screen. Okay. Kadyotha Virmukhi Chatra Netre Ekatra Nirmite Rupam Vibrajitam ताभ्याम् विचष्टे चक्षुषेश्वरः कद्योताविर्मुखी छात्र नेत्रे एकत्र निर्मिते रूपं विभ्राजितं ताभ्याम् विचष्टे चक्षुषेश्वरः कद्योताविर्मुखी छात्र नेत्रे एकत्र निर्मिते रूपं विभ्राजितं ताभ्याम् विचष्टे चक्षुषेश्वरः
कद्योताविर्मुखी छात्र एकत्र
नेत्रे एकत्र निर्मिते
रूपं विभ्राजितं ताभ्याम् विचष्टे चक्षुषेश्वरः
कद्योताविर्मुखी छात्र नेत्रे एकत्र निर्मिते रूपं विभ्राजितं ताभ्याम् विचष्टे चक्षुषेश्वरः
कद्योताविर्मुखी छात्र नेत्रे एकत्र निर्मिते रूपं विभ्राजितं ताभ्याम् विचष्टे चक्षुषेश्वरः What is it?
कद्योताविर्मुखी छात्र नेत्रे एकत्र निर्मिते रूपं विभ्राजितं ताभ्याम् विचष्टे चक्षुषेश्वरः
What word meaning? Kadyota, named Kadyota. Avirmukhi, named Avirmukhi. Cha, also. Atra, here. Netre, the two eyes. Ekatra, in one place. Nirmite, created. Rupam, form. Vibhrajitam, named Vibhrajita, which means brilliant. Tabhyam, through the eyes. Vichashte, perceive. Chakshusha, with the sense of sight. Ishvaraha, the master. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the two gates named Kadyota and Avirmukhi, which have been spoken of, are the two eyes side by side in one place. The town named Vibhrajita should be understood as form. In this way, the two eyes are always engaged in seeing different kinds of forms. Purport: the two eyes are attracted by the brilliant things like light. Sometimes we find that little insects are attracted by the brightness of fire and thus enter into it. Similarly, the two eyes of the living entity are attracted by bright and beautiful forms. They are entangled in these forms exactly as the insects become attracted to fire. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Kakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So this is a purport by Narad Muni himself about the allegorical story that he had explained to King Puranjan. And then, so when Puranjan told, so that I am not able to understand this allegorical story, so then he gives the purport by himself, and then he's explaining the various parts or various aspects of the city of nine gates, which actually is nothing but the body of the living entity. And so in this, the various gates are being explained here, and specifically the two gates, that is Kadyota and Avirmukhi. So these two gates are explained in this particular shloka. So these two gates are nothing but the two eyes which are placed side by side in one place. And then the town named Vibrajita, so that is the place it actually goes to, and that should be understood as the form. So eyes have the sense object called form, and in this way, the eyes actually goes there, or eyes, through the medium of eyes, the living entity actually access the form. So in this way, the two eyes are always engaged in seeing different kinds of forms. So one thing we see that the living entity, it is always attracted to the sense objects. So we had been discussing in the past few sessions that this body can be analyzed in different ways. So one way of analysis of the body is that it is made of the Panchabhutas and mind, intelligence, false ego. And another way of analysis is the body is a combination of various senses, working senses and knowledge acquiring senses. And these are the ways in which the living entity acts in this world. Through the senses, are the ones the living entity can act in this world. There is no other way the living entity actually acts. So through this, the mind and intelligence may plan and think and desire and things like that. So, but the action points are the senses. So that is where through which the action actually happens. And this action, there is two kinds of action. So one action is, so when we are sick, there is one kind of action is that you take, for example, fever, you take an ice cream, that's also an action. And then with the same medium, of mouth, so you can take a tablet. So one action actually cures, and another action actually worsens the situation. So now the problem in the material world is the living entity is very much tuned for sense gratification, and which is actually going to worsen the situation. So the scriptures again and again says, so one of the favorite shlokas we always discuss is that Ehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yone evate adyantavanta kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. So when these senses and the sense objects come together, it is short, formula for misery. So this is a general definition, but even in bhakti also, we bring senses and sense objects together. So, and we offer bhoga to the Lord and we accept prasad. So senses and sense objects coming together, but it is a medium of cure actually. So, in general sense, like as we took the example of a person who is having fever, so it is quite common in like last few days, like we have been seeing heavy rains, and many people are having fever and things like that. So we can actually relate with so that time, if we eat even normal food, forget about ice cream, if we even eat normal food also, so it is difficult, it is actually harming the body. So then we have to have a lighter food and then take medicines and things like that. So in that way, this the senses which are present in the body, so they are tuned for sense gratification. No, they are not like, it's just like small children. They are tuned to like no sense gratification. So if, and they're like, at least grown-ups, they also like to do sense gratification. But when fever and all these things come, they would be eager to take medicine to get cured. But small children, we see they don't want medicine and stuff like that. Even when fever was there, like I would, one day I had been to Nishant Pu's house, and his son was having fever, and I couldn't able to believe, because he was playing nicely. So then Prabhuji was telling, yeah, like he has so much attachment for playing, even amongst even amidst fever, like he would like to play. So like that. So they would not actually reduce their engagement of the senses. So they would not, and they are not very much interested in taking medicine. So that is the condition of the living entity in the material world. So like the situation is very worse. Now we are suffering without the Krishna consciousness, and the only solution is that to engage the senses in the service of the Lord. So like Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam, but then the senses are so much tuned for sense gratification. So that is the major problem that we are stuck with. So in the beginning classes, we used to give this example that different animals are attracted to different sense objects, like strongly attracted to. Like for example, this glowworms are mentioned here. So they are attracted to like bright objects. Their eyes are the weak point for them. They anywhere some glowing object is there, immediately they'll come. So like we have seen devotees also, like sometimes in the evening there's a lot of mosquitoes that comes. So then devotee, what they do, like they'll put light in the other room and they'll switch off the light in their room. So then all the mosquitoes go to other room. So like that. So in this way, we see that these insects, they get attracted to light, and sometimes that light is the fire. So they get attracted to fire and they go and die, by the attraction. And we see that the fishes, they have a weakness of tongue. The fish ka food is like algae and all the other kinds of this ones, and inside water itself so much of food is available actually in its own habitat. But still, like when few pieces of rice is thrown, or some eatables is thrown into the water, all the fishes come. Something new has come. Let's eat. All the fishes immediately come, right? And that is how the fisherman actually puts a bait, and then he catches the fish. So, and we see the deer. Deer is attracted to good music. The hunter, he plays some nice music, and the deer gets attracted, and it just stands still, and hunter actually can hunt the deer. So in this way, we see that different animals have different senses very active, more active senses. All the senses are active, but still some senses are very, very active. They get attracted or they get captivated. But for human beings, all the senses are fully active, because we are meant to render devotional service to the Lord. And with the senses only we can render devotional service to the Lord. And the senses are tuned fully, but then it is attracted to sense gratification. So in this regard, our prasadam prayers is very very nice. And many devotees, I often used to sit with devotees and discuss this prasadam prayer. And I've seen like many times devotees don't know the meaning of the prasadam prayers. So it is nice to discuss in this regard. So the first is Mahaprasade Govinde, like, and generally, devotees say Namo Brahmana. So that is not the case. So it is Mahaprasade, Govinde, Nama Brahmani, and Vaishnave. So like these four things. Mahaprasad and Govinda is the Supreme Lord. Nama Brahma means the holy name of the Lord. So Dravya Brahma means Ganges. That's the Lord in the form of liquid state. And Nama Brahma means the Lord in the form of the name. The holy name of the Lord, like that. So in this way, Nama Brahmani and Vaishnave, so the devotees of the Lord. So these four elements, what is special about these four elements? So they are like non-different from the Supreme Lord. And Swalpa Punya Vatam Rajan, so one who has got very, very little punya, Vishwasanaiva Jayate. So he will not get faith in these four entities. We see so many people in the street, we try to approach them for book distribution or preaching the message of Krishna consciousness, and they'll say, very, very educated people, they'll say like, no, we cannot accept God. I am an atheist. People say like very proudly, I am an atheist. But they are very well educated, so they cannot even understand that so many wonderful things happen in this world. Even for sending a satellite out in the space, so much of engineers is required, so much of brain is required. But then for floating so many planets in the space, so there doesn't need to be any big brain behind that. So that is their short understanding. Why this understanding is there? It's not because of lack of knowledge. It's not because they're not sufficiently, their brain is not sufficiently evolved or something like that. It is because Swalpa Punya Vatam Rajan, Vishwasanaiva Jayate. They doesn't have punya. If they don't have punya, they will not be able to understand these higher truths. So that is why when devotee goes out, so he tests. If he is able to believe in Krishna, if he is able to get some, if our preaching is working out, so then he continues. And the moment he sees preaching is not working out, then he says no problem, you take prasad, like that, and or create some sukruti, create some punya in them, right? So once I heard, one senior devotee, he was passing by, in a highway, and he and his servant were passing by, and then he they stopped at a petrol station, to fill petrol, and then this senior devotee, a sannyasi, he hands over his he asked the attendant in the petrol pump. So he asked that, can you just hold my bag? I want to take the Lakshmi. And the assistant traveling with the sannyasi is wondering, no, I am traveling with him only for this purpose, to hold his bag and to take care of him. Why he's not giving to me? So then, after they left from there, so the assistant asked, so Maharaj, no, I'm traveling with you to assist you. No, you could have given the bag to me. So then that Maharaj told that, you see, when another sadhu will pass by this way, there is no guarantee. At least, I wanted to give him an opportunity to serve. So that was an amazing thing. So this Sukruti, this is also preaching. Here there is no shloka of Bhagavad Gita quoted. There is nothing of that sort is there. So, but there is a simple opportunity to render service. That is there. Even in fact, Srila Prabhupada had this as the plan when he went to the West. So he mentions this, Shushuto Shaddadanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Shan Mahat Sevaya Viprapunyati Nichevanat. So when somebody renders service to Mahat, Mahat Sevam Dvaram Ahur Vimuktesh. So when somebody renders service to the great personalities, and then their Dvaram Ahur Vimuktesh, the door for the liberation actually opens up. So how it opens up? It opens up by the way of creating some taste for the process of hearing the message of Krishna. Shushuto Shaddadanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi. So they get the opportunity to hear. So initially, when we go and approach a person, they are not able to hear. So just give them an opportunity to serve in the form of honoring the prasadam, or in the form of sometimes devotees actually make, I heard in Western countries, they make this kind of preaching also. They take phone directory and then they call different numbers, and then they ask, is Govinda there? Not there. No. Maybe Krishna may be there. No, he's saying wrong number. And then no, this person is no. Like wait, no. Maybe I've got the right number. So like that. No, they extend the conversation and keep telling the names of the Lord. So that is also preaching, no? So they are trying to create sukruti, no, by the way of chanting the names of the Lord. So we're completely uninterested person. So like that. So this is a very important thing. So when this is formed, so then what happens? So they get faith on Mahaprasad, Govinda, Nama Brahma, and Vaishnava. So when they get little faith on these principles, so then they can start their Krishna consciousness and go forward. So then after that, this prayer goes like this. Sharira avidya jal. So sharira means like the body is avidya jal. So it is. I'll take the prayer also. Sometimes over a period of chanting, our pronunciation also goes little here and there. So it's better to always re-verify so that we have the right pronunciation. So when we chant. So recently, one senior devotee mentioned to us that when we pronounce whatever language we speak, whatever bhajans we sing, if we pronounce correctly, so then if we pronounce purely, so then our mind also will become pure. So that's why we should try to see pronunciation is pure. So here, Sharira Avidya Jal. So that means the body is a Jal means network. It's like a net. So Avidya Jal means like it's a network of illusion. Network of illusion or ignorance. So Sharira Avidya Jal. So in this Jada Indriya Tahe Kal. So amongst this, in this body, so what is the speciality of the body? What is the USP or unique selling point of this body? Is that it has some very wonderful entities called Indriya. That's what we are discussing now. So different gates which are there in this body. So Jada Indriya Tahe Kal means these senses are capable of completely finishing us. They are Kal. They are actually very, very dangerous. Jada Indriya Tahe Kal. And Jiva Phale Vishaya Sahare. So the most amazing combination is that the living entity is thrown into the ocean of Vishaya, ocean of sense objects. So like what is so special? So this Jada Indriya Tahekal, the senses are capable of actually killing us. And how will the senses act? The senses will act when the sense objects are there. Okay, like where are we present now? We are present in an ocean of sense objects. It's like a Khatarnak combination, very deadly combination. So Jada Indriya Tahekal, the senses in themselves can actually kill us, but then we are put into an ocean of sense objects. So that is why there is this Prabodhananda Saraswati's shloka is there. So what is it? Kaivalyam narakayate Tridashapur Akasha Pushpayate Durdantendriya Kala Sarpa Patale. So this senses are compared to Kala Sarpa. Here the senses are compared to Kala, death itself. And in other places the senses are compared to Kala Sarpa. Is like a snake that can actually induce death. That is the power of the senses. And these senses become active when the sense objects are like present in front. So in the Bhagavad Gita we can understand Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa. Like all the fall actually comes. How does our fall actually happens? So when we meditate on the sense objects. And the senses and sense objects coming together is the source of all the misery. And the amazing environment that we are present in is that we are pushed into an ocean of sense objects. Sometimes devotees say, Prabhu, I want to practice sincerely, but environment is not cooperating. So our original environment is only not cooperating. So the senses and sense objects are so much available in this material world. Even if we go to jungle, like we have seen the case of Saubari Muni. He wanted to perform tapasya and he didn't want to be distracted by any sense objects. He went underwater and he was performing tapasya. And he just saw two fishes coupling with each other, gone, finished. Even underwater, so much, seclusion. Even there, no place is actually safe in this material world, right? So, but these prayers, like our prayers, are very, very amazing. So they doesn't leave us at kind of no solution kind of a this one. So they actually give the solution for the whole thing. So now we see. So Jadendriya Tahekal and Jiva Fele, Vishaya Sahare, Tara Madhya Jivvati. So amongst all the senses, so one sense is very, very powerful. So that is Jiva, the tongue. The tongue, without even thinking, sometimes it will just do such a nonsense. It will just speak harsh words to people. It will just sometimes, like we have seen, devotees also, like when something goes wrong, so immediately they will not see any environment who's there in front, they'll just start scolding, so they'll just start putting out their this one agony in the form of inappropriate etiquette. So then what happens, it just kills our process of bhakti, it just kills our progress. So tongue can create havoc in the this one. So Tara Madhya Jivati. So it also can, what is that? Eat, overeating and stuff like that can happen. So the stomach is filled. Now stomach has a different requirement. Tongue has a different requirement. The stomach has a requirement to satisfy the hunger, and tongue has a requirement not to enjoy the taste. So uska kuch, there is no limit to it. So stomach has a limit, but tongue doesn't have a limit. So, and that is why the next thing that is mentioned is lobhamaya. It is very greedy. This senses are in general, they are very greedy. So amongst that, this tongue is very, very greedy. And so it is very greedy. So now we are also expected to be greedy, to attain the Lord, to attain attraction to the taste for the chanting the names of the Lord. We are also expected to be greedy. What is the shloka that Rupa Goswami says? Tatra laulyam. No, that I also forgot. Huh? So like laulyam, so we need to have greed to attain the attain taste for the process of Krishna consciousness, right? So now that is there. So now here the senses are greedy, but in a wrong direction. So it is mentioned Sudurmati. Now Durmati, Mati means intelligence, Durmati means bad intelligence, and Sudurmati means superlative degree bad intelligence. Very, very bad intelligence the tongue has. And it just goes and enjoys anything and everything, and it just speaks anything and everything. And take jita katina sansare. So to win over this is very, very difficult in this material world, right? And so what is the solution? The solution is Krishna bada dayamoy. Krishna is very, very merciful. That's the solution. And karibare jiva jai. He can enable us to win over this tongue. Jiva jai. So swa prasadanna dilobai. So how does he enable us to win over this tongue? So he is giving swa prasad. He is giving his own prasad, and and also he has given swanama, his own name. So this prasadam prayer is not just for prasadam. It's like we can actually come meditate on this even before chanting. Even before our any devotional practice. So Lord has given his own swarupa. How he has given, he has agreed to come in the form of deities. He has agreed to come in the form of different pictures and different ways of this one. And then he has Swadam, he has given his holy Dham, like Vrindavan, Mayapur, Jagannath Puri. So these are all places which are very, very closely associated with the Lord. So the Lord comes, he performs pastime, for that he manifests these dhams, but even when he leaves, he leaves behind these dhams. And then Swabhakta, even when the Lord is not there, his devotees are always there. They are there in this material world. And these are some of the greatest treasures that the Lord actually leaves behind. And through them, so when we engage our senses in the service of these great elements, then our senses comes under control. So Swaprasad Anna Dilobai and say an Amritapav. So honor this Mahaprasad and Radha Krishna Gunagav. So we should chant the names of the Lord. So there are two aspects of the tongue. One is to eat. So that is say an Amritapav. So this prasad, whatever prasad of the Lord is there, we should honor that. and then Radha Krishna Gunagav. So we should chant the names of the Lord and we should glorify Krishna. So these are the two things that are there, for the tongue. And Prema Dako Chaitanya Nitai. So we have to, with lot of love and affection, we have to call out to Lord Chaitanya Nityananda Prabhu. So why it is mentioned like this? No, here it's very important. It's not just like an ordinary line. The last line is very, very important. So why? Because we are trying to access the Mahaprasad, we are trying to access the holy name, we are trying to access the glories of the Lord. So, but it is inaccessible. No, it is not possible for us to access. It is only accessible by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So, if they have not opened up, this store of Krishna Prem, it is not possible for any one of us to access. No, it is mentioned when Krishna came and he performed his pastimes in this world. Definitely, Krishna is undoubtedly a storehouse of nectar. So, but then when he came, this store or this bottle of nectar was completely sealed. So only the people who were inside the bottle, who were inside the dham, so they could able to relish. And outside, people used to think so many things about Krishna, and they would never be able to relate with. So there are new recruitments were not happening. When Krishna came. So, but like he brought his devotees, he exchanged his leela and all those things, and few people could able to get. And mass of the people, they were not able to access this particular thing. Krishna just came and he went, and people were just dekhte rahe gaye. So like they couldn't able to make their way back to Godhead. So but when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he actually opened the storehouse of nectar and he started distributing. So if we want to get this particular thing, it is all theory only. Taking prasad and chanting the names of the Lord, it is all theory only. It will become practical only when we start begging the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. Till the time, we will only be able to meddle around with some externals of prasad, externals of chanting. Till the time we offer this prayer, Gauranga Karuna Karo Dina Hina Jane. Please you be merciful to me. I am Dina, and Hina. I'm very, very poor. So why I'm poor? Because I don't have the access to Shri Radha and Krishna or the chanting of the names of the Lord. So externally I am sitting with the names, but I'm not able to access. So I want your mercy. Without your mercy, it's not possible. So this prayer is very intense prayer actually. In fact, none of our prayers are ordinary actually, right from morning. So whatever prayers we are offering, so every one of them is very, very intense. And these prayers, when we rightfully understand these prayers and rightly offer these prayers to the Lord, so we make tremendous progress. So this aspect, one article I was just reading about, from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur a few months before. So since then, this became a very important point of meditation. So we cannot access Krishna by force. So he was actually in that article, Maharaji was mentioning about the aspect of knowledge, how to acquire knowledge. So in this material world, people go to the school, college, and they get hold of a book. And then, sometimes they learn from the teacher, and sometimes they become over smart. They even overpower the teacher, and they understand the subject much better than the teacher. And it is possible in the material world. So, but we understand the spiritual subjects cannot be approached like this. Spiritual subjects can be approached in a way that we render service to the Lord, and then the Lord reveals. The knowledge is revealed. It is not that I can go and access. So now this book contains, the Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita contains a lot of transcendental knowledge. So I'll just take hold of this book, I'll just read everything and I'll analyze, understand, and I will understand everything. So that's not possible. So by devotional service, when we sevan kehi jivado swayameva spuratyada is a very important principle. So after reading that article, so that actually gave a lot of paradigm shift in the way of the thought process. So any of the devotional entities or any of the devotional items, it is not possible for us to forcibly access them. Be it knowledge, be it the holy name, be it anything, for that matter in the spiritual, this one, even the prasad that we are taking. We may externally take the prasad, but we will not be able to access until unless the Lord becomes merciful. We have the attitude of prayer, and then the Lord agrees to reveal, prayer and service, and then the Lord becomes pleased with us and he reveals himself. So then even the act of honoring prasadam can become a greater source of knowledge. We can unlock a lot of knowledge through the act of honoring prasadam, through the act of chanting the names of the Lord. We can unlock knowledge. So sometimes devotees think, which service is associated with knowledge? Reading is associated with knowledge. Hearing is associated with knowledge. That's a mistake, actually. So which services are not associated with knowledge? Every service is associated with knowledge. I just simply do jadu. I just simply clean the floor of the temple. With a desire to please the Lord. And if the Lord becomes pleased, all the imports of the Vedic literature becomes revealed unto a person. Now, what is that shloka? Esya deve parabhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tashyate katita hi artha prakashante mahatmana. So wherever this aspect of knowledge is there, it's always it is used, these kind of words is used, prakashante mahatmana. So it is revealed, and then like this aspect of the other, this one swayameva spuratyada. So everywhere this is there, like it is revealed, the knowledge is revealed. So esya deve, paravakti yatha deve tatha guru. So one who has got implicit faith on the Supreme Lord and the spiritual master. Here it is not talked about one who studies hours and hours. He will get the knowledge. No, it is not like that. So one who has got implicit faith on the Supreme Lord and the spiritual master. So what happens? Tashyate katitahi artha prakashante mahatmana. All the imports of the Vedic knowledge will be revealed unto him, in his heart. So this is how the process of Krishna consciousness works. So this is how the process of acquiring the knowledge actually works. So every service is equally capable of giving us the knowledge about Krishna. It is not that if I read like various shlokas which is describing the form of the Lord, so I will understand the form of the Lord. We will get a theory about what is the form of the Lord. Practical understanding or practical realization of the form of the Lord is when we render service and that service happens to please the Lord, and then the Lord decides to reveal. So many checkpoints are there. First of all, I need to render the service in right mood, and then the Lord has to be pleased with that service. That we never know, like when he will become pleased. One good thing is Krishna Bada Dayamai. He is very, very merciful. That is a good thing. And then, like after becoming pleased, he should also decide to reveal. Until unless he decides to reveal, it is not going to happen. Sometimes it so happens, like some devotee is very nicely serving, and the Lord is also pleased with him, but he refrains from giving realization. Sometimes he refrains from giving realization for a long period of time. So, like, nobody can question him. Like, why? Like, it's a protocol that you become pleased. No, you should reveal. No, I'll reveal after some time. Like, he's an autocrat. Nobody can dictate him. Nobody can push him. Nothing can be done. He will reveal out of his own sweet will. And when he does it, he will does it in so amazing way. The devotee will become completely sold out to the Lord. Right. So that is the amazing aspect. This is the way. This is the way the Krishna consciousness actually works. So now a very important thing, like even the devotees, practicing devotees have to go deeper into this aspect of Krishna consciousness, of how to actually please the Lord, how to actually serve the Lord in a nice way and please the Lord, and then how to actually when we are able to do this thing, so then the Lord will reveal Swayameva Spuratyada or Prakashante Mahatmana. So when he is actually revealing, so that time we will get an experience of the Lord, and that is the nourishment. So that is the nourishment. So bhakti paresha anubhava viraktir anyatra chaisa trikayeka kala prapadyamanasya yatashmitashus tushti pushti shudapayonugasha. So here bhakti is compared to like in the process of prapanna, in the process of surrender to the Lord. So the three things are there. Are the results. That is devotion to the Lord, direct experience of the Lord, and reduction of like attachment to the material things, virakti. So these three things happen, and these three things are compared to like these three things are compared to in the process of eating. These three things are compared to tushti, satisfaction, pushti is nourishment, and shudapaya, reduction of hunger, is compared to the our detachment from the material things. So now here the nourishment is compared to the direct experience of the Lord. No, paresha anubhava. So direct experience of the Supreme Lord. So this direct experience of the Supreme Lord is what actually keeps a devotee, healthy, active, and going on, in the process of Krishna consciousness. So if this is not there, then a devotee will start feeling that, no, I have been doing this Krishna consciousness for so long. No, I have not experienced anything. No, I have not got any taste in the process. Nothing seems to have any effect. So where am I going? So the devotee is not feeling that, what is it? Yayatma suprasidati. It doesn't happen. No. So if the service is properly done and with an attitude to please the Lord and with an attitude of humility and and with a lot of gratitude, to the Lord for all that He has provided for us. So when we do this thing, so then the Lord becomes pleased and He starts revealing Himself. So initially revelation, how it will happen? So the first revelation is the name. No, Nama Rupa Guna Leela. The first revelation is the name. So we will be able to at least hear the names very clearly, and then we will be able to engage with the names of the Lord, that at least the distractions, no other distractions are not tormenting us, and we are able to hear clearly the syllables of the name. So that itself is a great paresha anubhava, direct experience of the Lord. That itself is a direct experience of the Lord. And this experience, when we get, we get a lot of security, in the heart. So like a lot of nourishment, lot of satisfaction, and a lot of otherwise, like many times we see that devotees also talk about getting into depression and things like that and all. So what is the aspect of depression? No, even our greatest devotee Arjuna also got into depression. So it's no wrong that devotee get into depression. So devotees Arjuna's depression was, I am not able to see any good happening in my life. No, everything is gone for a toss. No, he was actually thinking in that way. But after some time, the situation was not changed. Still, Bhishma Pitama is standing in front of him, Drona is standing in front of him, and all the situation that he has described before hearing Bhagavad Gita, the scene is still there. No, but Arjuna is in ecstasy. No, after hearing Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is in ecstasy. Why? Because he is able to get the direct experience of the Lord. Like before also, Krishna was standing next to him. Before also he was having direct experience. No, it is not about, the name is there in our tongue. It is not about that. That is not the direct experience. The Lord actually agrees to reveal, and I am also in a state of accessing the Lord. So that is very important. So before hearing Bhagavad Gita, we see the attitude of Arjuna. He was he was in too much of pride. What is the pride? Pride means like Krishna is there, he is the master of everything, and he is telling to fight. And this guy is giving like so much of arguments, why the fight should not happen. So it is like in front of your spiritual master is trying to advise you something, and he said, no, like Guru Maharaj, like no, this will not work. This is the way, like no, this is what will work. And after giving all the arguments, still we are not satisfied. So that is what is the state of Arjuna, where he was so much. He was in distress, but even in distress, he's the definition of pride is that not able to listen to the Lord. Not able to listen to the holy name means also a definition of pride. So if we are humble, so when the holy name actually appears, so we will see that the Lord has appeared. Why should I even think about anything else in my mind? So I should be like focused on the name. So like it is even at least a normal guest reception etiquette. Like an ordinary guest comes also, we attend to them. Like here the supreme guests come. We should attend to them. So in this way, like we see that this humility means to able to listen to the Lord, means to able to like receive the Lord appropriately. So this was absent in Arjuna. So but with the engagement of discussion with Krishna, so the knowledge or the revelation of the Lord actually happens. So this particular scene actually gives us an idea that we may be closer to the deity, we may be closer to the names of the Lord, we may be closer to the prasadam. In fact, we may put the prasadam into our system, but still we are not able to access the amazing aspects of the transcendental elements. So it is by the attitude of service. Even that is why we call prasada sevana. no? So like we are honoring the prasadam or serving the prasadam by the way of like, remembering the Lord and, each and every morsel. So when we actually honor, so we think that, this morsel of prasad has touched the lips, the lotus lips of the Lord, and it is, transcendently potent, to purify me. No, I am just rendering service, by accepting, honoring this prasad. So with this mood and with this lot of prayer, we actually access the prasad. So then that also can give us lot of revelation. No, it can actually reveal. No, the Lord could be revealed in that medium, in that process. So then we will be able to see that like what Arjuna was there. So he was completely confident. No, at the end of hearing Bhagavad Gita, because he was having the revelation. No, the Lord. No, he was in a mood. He was in a humble mood, like with seeing all the Virata Roop and other stuffs and all, like he became really very humble. And then he was offering nice prayers to the Lord, and with that he actually won the heart of the Lord. And then the Lord, like when the Lord reveals, so then he becomes confident. No, the Katara is still in front of him. No, the danger is still in front of him, but now he is very bold. No, because he has got the revelation of the Lord. No, he has got the experience of the Lord. So in this way, we like embark into the process of Krishna consciousness, and to sustain in the process of Krishna consciousness, we need to have this Paresha Anubhava. We need to have this direct experience of the Lord. So progressively, day by day, when we practice, we need to advance in Krishna consciousness. So what is the meaning of advancement? Bhakti, Paresha Anubhava, and Virakti. So these three things, should progressively increase, in our system. So that is when, we can understand that, like our prapanna, prapadyamanasya tasmatastus, our prapanna or surrender to the Lord is proper. If these three things are not increasing, if our nourishment is not increasing, if our satisfaction is not increasing, so that means there is some problem in the process of prapanna. There is no problem in the Lord. We are surrendering to the Lord. So there is no fault in the Lord. It is only the fault could be there only in the process of surrendering to the Lord. So fault could only be there in our side, because the other side, the Lord is all perfect. He cannot make any mistake. So any mistake, that's from our side only. Yes. So this is a very important aspect. The senses are completely tuned in the way of sense gratification, and the mercy of the Lord. Krishna Badadayama Karibara Jiva Jai Swaprasad Annadilobai. So the mercy of the Lord is that He has provided the purified sense objects, which are engaged in the service of the Lord, the purified sense objects, and these sense objects, are called prasad or the tadiya, that is used in the service of the Lord. And when we come in contact with them, not with the mood of exploitation, but with the mood of service, so then the senses become purified. So that is how we can actually purify the senses. Here we see that the two eyes are always engaged in seeing different kinds of forms. So, but we have the greatest opportunity to see the forms of the Lord, well decorated and beautiful, and to see the forms of the devotees of the Lord, and to see the form of prasadam also, like to see many different aspects of the Lord, to see the holy Dhama of the Lord and visit. And in the Amrit Maratha, this one it is mentioned. Mukunda Lingalaya Darshane Drishav. So like the form, the capacity of seeing is used in seeing the beautiful forms of the Lord, which are worshipped in the temple. So in that way they can become purified, and they can actually help us advance in Krishna consciousness. They can actually help us advance in the knowledge of the Supreme Lord. Right? So with this, I just pause here. Any questions or comments you can take up?
You can ask a question, or
you can share something that you liked in the session.
Long for some people. Because the process takes little time for some people and long time for some people. So in this time, people kind of chastising you, like, you have been doing so many years, what has happened? Like, so how do we gain confidence in such situations?
Only by the experience, no? So here we see the question is that sometimes the process works quick and sometimes the process takes some time. So if it takes a lot of time, and that time other people are asking, so many years you have been practicing, what have you seen? Definitely, if we follow the process in the right way, so then the result must come. So, and for somebody, like, more results comes, for somebody less results come, but definitely results must come. So this is the thing, this is the purpose for which we have the system of guidance. Senior devotees are there for this purpose. So we need to know, like, if we go to the school, children are going to the school, if they know the purpose is to get good marks, and they go to the teacher to understand the subject in a better way. So, but then there are some children who go to the school but always ask questions like, no, when will I get cycle? When will I get scooter? Or when will I get when will you leave me to play, and things like that. So, if that is the case, then the result of marks will not be there. So, in the same way, we know what is the outcome that needs to come. The activity that we need to do is prapanna, surrender, and with the surrender we need to render service to the Lord. So that's the activity that we need to perform. Just like children are studying, that they need to perform. And then what is the result? Their marks come, and here bhakti, pareshanubhava, and virakti comes. These three things come. So now we see that if the marks are not coming, so there is no point in going behind the marks. That means, like, people who are behind the marks, they'll go and tell the teacher, teacher, like, put some marks, like, and teacher will say, like, you should have studied. Like, something happened and things like that, please, you give me some marks. So that will not work. In bhakti, though, it is not possible only. It is not going to work. So we are not going to go behind, I want to have devotion, or I want to, attain the Lord, or I want to get detachment. There is no point in going behind all these things. So we have to understand our prapanna, our surrender, how it is happening. So if the surrender is the process of surrender and service is proper, so then these results must come. So if these results are not coming, so that is when we go and ask our senior devotees, like Prabhu or Mataji, like, I'm trying to do devotion, but I'm not able to see the results coming in. So what am I doing wrong? Where am I going wrong? So if we make that process right, definitely we must experience. The process of bhakti is not a cheating, or the acharyas have not cheated us, and Krishna has not cheated us. Definitely this works. So it has to work. Right? So that is how we take guidance and we move forward. So we must see the result. There is no way that we will not see the result. We must see the result. Krishna. Any other comments or questions? Yes, ma'am?
Ajota and Vimurti are the names of the two eyes. But what does Viparita mean?
That is a city. See the two gates. So through the living entity is a Puranjan who is living in the city of 9 gates. And these 9 gates are nothing but the 9 different kinds of senses that are there. And then through these gates, through these outlets, he actually goes to different places to enjoy certain things. So this Vibrajita is a place which actually symbolizes the form. So eyes engage with the form, or the living entity through the medium of eyes engage with the form, right? So in the same way, like Puranjan, through these gates, he actually goes to a city called Viprajita, which should be understood as form. For the eyes, the sense object is form, like that. Any other points that you would like to share?
Understanding what we prayers, like Mahaprasad, we were just deciding, we're not even, today we got in detail understanding of the prayers there.
Yeah, it's a very, very nice prayer. So even we can, meditate before chanting, meditate before, performing any devotional activities. We can meditate on this. Very nice, this one. It sets the mood. We are in the ocean of misery, and this prasad can actually liberate us from this ocean of misery. And then, the attitude of approaching the prasad will become so amazing. So I'm just like, this is the saving grace. This prasad is the saving grace. It's not like, I've got so much of prasad cooked, or I have a lot of opulent this ones I can cook. This I don't like. I just throw it off. That kind of attitude will not come. We will see. This is the saving grace. It's going to save me from the pool of, from the ocean of material existence. So in that way, we approach with a lot of respect. So then the eating of, honoring prasadam will act in a very amazing way. See. Anyone like to share or ask any questions?
Children often tell, right, like there is no taste, that's why I'm not able to eat. So this kind of today explain how to explain them. It's not, if the hunger is there, even the taste is not there, you will be still able to eat those things, right? Is that also?
No, see, for them, this is a understanding for practicing devotees. For people who are not practicing, or people who are children and things like that. So we have to give them an experience of the Lord which is possible for them to understand. So it is better to cook nice, tasty prasad for them, and then give them. And when they appreciate the good taste, externals of the prasadam, over a period of time they'll appreciate the internals. Then even if you give a normal prasadam also, even if you give a Karela sabji, they will enjoy. So that will happen later.
Also the point that you made, that we cannot forcibly access the Lord, He has to reveal. So for that, we have to please the Lord. So that was very nice. We have to serve with the mood of pleasing the Lord. He'll get pleased, and then after that, if He wants,
He will reveal. So this is an amazing thing. So this point, Prabhuji, Karthikeya Prabhu actually liked. So that is, we cannot forcibly access the Lord. So we have to serve the Lord with prayer, and then the Lord has to become pleased with that. And then after that, He has to decide to reveal Himself. Then only like we will get the Paresha Anubhava, direct experience of the Lord. So we cannot directly get. And so this may look like a lot of bureaucracy, a lot of stages of getting the approval and things like that. But the good thing is, in the government offices, we have the experience that nobody wants to give us approval, and then they only want our money. So, but here the good thing is Krishna Bada Dayamaya. Krishna is very merciful. He is very eager. He is very eager to give. So in that way, like we will get the mercy of the Lord. We will get the experience of the Lord very quickly. Even though we are not that qualified. It doesn't require too much of qualification. It just requires a simple heart and simple prayer. The Lord will agree to reveal Himself. That's the greatness of the Lord. Okay.
I can attach to that.
So thank you all very much for patient hearing. Hare Krishna. So now we will have a few announcements.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining. So, yes, always it's great to be having the association of the devotees. That's what we always look forward to, because the root and fruit of bhakti is association. And what do we do in the association? We hear from the devotees. and it's so pleasant and so nourishing for the body, heart, and soul, and to come in the association of so nice devotees. And so beautifully we heard today that how we should engage our senses in the service of the Lord, and then it's just a matter of time that Lord will reveal Himself within. Lord will reveal, Lord will enlighten us through within. Yes. And how He will do it, when He will do it, yes, it's His desire. Govinda Icha, Krishna Icha. Okay. So thank you very much, Prabhuji, Hariksetra Prabhu, so for wonderfully narrating this Bhagavatam sloka and sharing your realizations. So let's thank Prabhuji by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much. And would like to also thank all the devotees, whether online or here, or even so many Gita courses members as well. They have really stretched a lot during this Damodar month, Kartik month, through various sadhana or different sevas, like how they gave an opportunity for the newcomers or neighbors, in offering a lamb to the Lord, and somehow or other engaging them in the service of the Lord. So we are very, very thankful. There is in Bhagavatam, there is a nice analogy is there. Sometimes there's a mountain is there and it really gets shaken up by doing so much of austerity, by being bombarded by the thunderbolts and so on. But with that rain also, it gets flourished. There some green leaves and fruits comes after some time. So yes, we do some austerity, but after that, right, we get a lot of nourishment, we get a lot of enlightenment. So thank you very much. And now, like our sadhana is not over at any point of time. So we have this most awaited month is coming. What is that? Yes, Margasir. And especially for the followers of Srila Prabhupada, this is the only month devotees look forward to, because this is the month where we get an opportunity to share Prabhupada's books. And 48 books for Ekadashi. 48 books distributed. So yes, we have been doing it every Ekadasi, through this Ekadasi accounts, devotees coming forward and distributing these books. But at the same time, yes, the month of December is special. And yes, we must go out. Like Vaisesika Prabhu says that, yes, we should hit the road. We must hit the road. And either we distribute or don't distribute, that's Lord's desire. But we should try, we should put our full endeavor, because if you are not going out, if you are not distributing, what does it mean? It means that we are not inspired by Prabhupada. We don't want to follow Prabhupada's instructions. We are not convinced of Prabhupada's message. Are we?
Yes, we are convinced.
So is it only through the mouth or through the heart also? Right. So yes, it has to come out not only through our lips, but from the heart and through our action as well. So it means that yes, we should try our best to put some effort, and then whatever the result will come, that's up to Him. Like we are always discussing, especially in this month of Damodar, Drishtva Parisramam Krishna Kripaya Asitsu Vandane. Lord Krishna sees even the endeavor of Mother Yasoda, like often his own mother also, right? After seeing the effort of his mother, then Lord gave mercy to Mother Yasoda. So we have to go through our endeavor, we have to go through our effort, and whichever way we can do it, let's do it. And then how many? Yes, Lord will reveal. Of course, Prabhuji has a having target that He will reveal. But from our side, we have to put all our effort. And believe me, everybody is really looking forward to something. They are going through so much of struggle at this point of time. So much of struggle, right? Outside and internally within family and within the heart everywhere. People are looking forward to so that they can really, feel, as we said, like as we eat, we get that tushti pushti khuda paya. And these books, Prabhupada's books like Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam can really do that. If they just take it and read it every day, and they will get it. That's for sure. And it is a really proven formula. And we have seen it, and to some extent we have realized it, right? But now it's really up to us to share it as much as possible with that much of conviction. And I really salute our Attitude of Arjuna Sakha Prabhu and so many other devotees, who have been doing not only for this month, but every day of the year. But they are our inspiration. At least on Saturdays they go out, and in so many other ways they do it. Of course, Prabhu will share more in detail maybe next weekend, Prabhuji. So he will share more in detail. But let's plan for it. Let's meditate on it, and let's be determined to do some effort during this month of Kartik. Sorry, and also Margashirs now that is coming up, or the book distribution marathon that is there. Of course, like usually I think GBC has announced November 15th to December 30th, but I think especially for South Indian devotees it can go till mid of January, because Vaikuntha Ekadasi is I think mid of January sometime, so we can get that some grace period. So we can do that, but yes, it has to start. It has to start, so we cannot delay it that okay next weekend and so on. So thank you very much. So please do plan, and please to share with your Bhakti Vrisa leaders or with the center, whichever way we can do it, and then devotees here can facilitate in giving the right infrastructure in terms of books, logistics, whatever you need, right? The devotees here will be able to help you. Hare Krishna. And we have some other grand announcement awaited. So I would request our Kartikeya Prabhu and Hariksetra Prabhu to announce it. Anything else, Prabhuji? That's it. Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much for assembling to bless the two new brahmacharis who are joining today. It's a very, very important occasion, because from our personal experience we can say it's not very easy to join brahmachari ashram. So I would like to introduce both the devotees so that you all can very nicely bless each one of them. So we have Omkar Prabhu. So Omkar Prabhu was there with me in BITS Pilani Goa campus. So we both were studying together. So he was doing bachelor's, I was doing master's at that time. From that time itself, Prabhu has been very, very sincere. Every single day would come for Mangalarti, and obviously in the room, and so many other services he would do. Then he came here to ISKCON Whitefield a couple of years back, stayed for a year, and he was doing services here as well. And then he went to US, did his MTech from Utah University, MS from Utah University, and now he's back here because IBC you need some qualification to join. So he's here to render full-time devotional service. If you all bless today profusely, so I request Omkar to come forward and seek blessings of all the Vaishnavas here. Can we all chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for him? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is the Mahaprasad garland and a small gift. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And the best thing about Prabhu is he has taken permission and blessings of his parents before coming here. We don't want to become famous in Indian TV. Thank you, Prabhu. Next we have Vibham Prabhu. So Vibham Prabhu has been a very, very wonderful, sincere devotee from 2019. So we started a Gita course. That was the first physical Gita course in Belandur. And in the crowd of so many married people, there was one person who was unmarried. So Prabhu has done his BTech from NIT, and he worked in Goldman Sachs and also another company, earning very, very high package. Then he decided that IBC is better. And he has chosen this. Very nicely serving here. He stays in the base and he has been serving very nicely from last couple of years. So I request all the devotees, Vaishnavas present here, please shower your blessings by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is the Mahaprasad garland. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you, Guru.
We could not do all these things for these devotees. Lockdown joinees.
I think online only everyone prayed for them and put garland.
So we seek the blessings of Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara to sour their,
Open the altar.
to sour their church's blessings upon these two wonderful devotees, Omkar Prabhu and Divam. So let's pray from our heart. Sri Gandharika Giridhari Shriman Mahaprabhu ki jai. Shri Lakshmi Narsimhananda Deva ki jai. Shri Panchatattva Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Sintaya Gaur Sundar ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So once again, from our heart, let's offer our heartfelt prayer to their lordships, to Srila Prabhupada and our Guru Parampara, and to shower their choicest blessings, infinite blessings upon these two wonderful devotees, Divam Prabhu and Omkar Prabhu, so that they remain dedicated, they always remain sheltered at the lotus feet of Sri Sri Gaur Nitai and Srila Prabhupada, and they become the missionaries. Yes, earlier they were working on the missions, but now they will be missionaries. And they come
On existing rooms.
Okay, and so that they continue to inspire the existing brahmacharis also. Yes, we are here to inspire each other, and the best service that we can do is to inspire each other, in this process of devotional service. Yes, it's a long path, but then once we are together, and once we are taking that shelter of Sri Sri Gaur Nitai and Srila Prabhupada, the journey becomes easier, smoother. Not only smoother and easier, it becomes joyful and ecstatic. Right? So, and there is nothing greater than just dedicating our tan, man, dhan, body, mind, and soul in the service of Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada, because that's the way they have shown by example. There is nothing better, there is nothing greater. So both of you are so fortunate, all the brahmacharis also so fortunate that you have, especially it's really an oasis, the kind of an example, the brahmacharis, they have set it here, so wonderful, they're glorious, so much dedication is there, so much sacrifice is there, and so much purity is there. So it's very rare to get whatever we have here. So we cannot underestimate, like the devotees who are staying in base or staying in this brahmachari estimate, they cannot underestimate what the precious association we have it here. And also the grihasthas outside, they must be thinking, okay, what's in it for us? Yes. Are we left out? Not yet. Somehow or other, we take association of brahmacharis, we can also remain grihastha brahmachari. Srila Prabhupada says in Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter. Yes. And we can also, as much as possible, through our body, mind, and words, and especially once again, I think in 16th chapter, and this verse number, I think 1 to 4, there's a long purport Prabhupada has given. He has given for grihasthas also what they can do. And Prabhupada is saying 3 things. First thing is that, yes, we should also regulate our senses, we should perform charity, and third thing is that we should perform Sankirtan Yajna. We can do our best, otherwise we can invite brahmacharis. We can facilitate to perform Sankirtan Yajna. This is the duty of grihasthas as well, the householders as well. How we can facilitate the brahmacharis to come and facilitate them and really preaching, facilitate them and sharing the glories of the Lord. Hare Krishna. So Prabhupada has given the formula and solution for everybody. So nothing to be worried about. But yes, definitely the glorious are there who are having much more energy and enthusiastic and youthful energy for the service of the Lord. So thank you, Karthik Prabhu, for inspiring these wonderful devotees. And we are very, very thankful. Srila Prabhupada for giving this wonderful shelter. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Whitefield Brahmachari Ashram ki jai. Hari Bol.
दर्शन जाना होगा, ठीक है, दिख रहा है। नमस्ते नरसिंहाय, नमस्ते नरसिंहाय, प्रह्लाद ईतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहो, यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा, बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो, नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये, नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये। कर कमलवरे नखामद्भुत श्रृंगार, दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु कानुभृंगांगशवतीका नरहरिरूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। कमलवरे नखा अद्भुत श्रृंगार, हिरण्यकशिपु कानुभृंगांगशवतीका नरहरिरूपा, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे। जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंहा जय अनंत देव, लक्ष्मी नरसिंहा जय अनंत देव, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज, प्रहलाद महाराज, जय प्रहलाद महाराज। जय जय प्रभुपाद, 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 जय श्रील प्रभुपाद। विघ्न विनाशक नरसिंहदेव भगवान की
जय।
भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की
जय।
हरे कृष्ण. Hare Krishna. So we are very happy to announce that immediately after this event, that is from 11 a.m., we are organizing a Mahamilan for the Gita course students and the devotees of the Gauranga circle, commonly known as the Kadugodi circle. Around 175 devotees have registered to come physically. Let's hope and pray that it doesn't rain and people can come. This is the first time a physical event which is happening after the long break of Corona. So we hope and we pray that this sequence of physical events continues, and slowly and gradually we completely move on to the physical mode of events. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna